In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps of adding passwords or entries to the password manager called KeePass. KeePass is a free and open source program that once it is properly set up will securely store on your computer as many passwords as you will ever have. First, you want to head over to keepass.info, come over to the left column, click on Downloads, and download the package that you want or need depending upon your operating system. Then, after you install KeePass, you are going to create a database to store all of your passwords. Now, I've already installed KeePass and created a database. Let me go ahead and open that up. And once you create your database, this is what it's going to look like. You'll have a couple of sample entries in here that I would say leave them in there for the time being until you get the feel for how to add new entries, then delete them because they're just basically in the way. Over here in the left column, you've got what's called groups. You can also create additional groups and even subgroups. You can left-click, hold, and drag these guys around if you want to add a subgroup of home banking to network, or left-click, hold, and drag it back up here to new database and put it back where it was. And these sample entries, by the way, will give you a good feel for what the entries will look like in the various categories, like under title, this is what it looks like, under username, and so on. And down here at the bottom gives you a little bit of a breakdown of what all that stuff looks like as well. Once you select one of your entries, these guys up here are going to light up. This one here allows you to copy the username, this guy here, into your clipboard. This one, the password. This one will copy the URL into your clipboard. This one here will simply open up that URL in whatever browser you choose, or just clicking on that will open it up in your default browser. And you can see here you've also got these keyboard shortcuts that you can use as well. So let's go ahead and add an entry, and you do that by clicking this Add Entry key here, or you can right-click in here and just click on Add Entry, and again you've got the keyboard shortcut here. Now you've got a bunch of stuff here you can do. I'm just going to keep it basic by adding a title, username, password, and URL. You can also add notes in here. This is ideal if you've got something that requires like a secret answer to a secret question or anything else you want related to that particular password. You can put all that stuff right in here. Down here, an added layer of security, which is very cool. You can check this box, add a future date and time to when this particular password that you add here will expire. You'll be prompted to add a new password, so very cool. Now, as soon as you click on Add Entry, it automatically populates a strong password. I don't need that because I'm going to go ahead and add a password for this guy right here. I've already got the password and username. I just want to add this login information to my database. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these guys out of here. This icon here, by the way, will show or hide the password as it says as I'm hovering over this. And this icon here is a password generator. Click on this. You can open up a password generator, and you can create the password based on the information you add here. On the number of characters, I would say a minimum of 12. Actually, 20 is ideal. So somewhere between 12 and 20, or as many as you want. You want 80 characters? You now have 80 characters. You want to add spaces as well as minuses and special characters? You got it. But just let it be known, though, that some places that require passwords have restrictions on the type of characters allowed for that password as well as number of characters. So just know that. Go ahead and cancel that out. Oh yeah, and you can also fancy things up here by selecting a different icon for different items. Click on that. Gives you a choice of a bunch of different icons you can choose from, and you can even add your own icons. Pretty cool, huh? So let's give this one a title, my demo site, username, password, and the login URL. I'm just going to copy and paste these guys in here, and this is the URL that I need. Click on Save, and again you got these other items up here, but by default we're doing just fine right now. Click on OK, and you can double click or right click or select from the icons up here to copy this into your clipboard. Copy the username, and when you do, you see down here in the status bar, you've got 12 seconds before that clipboard entry is cleared out. So don't dilly-dally. And double click, same thing, and log in. And that's how you can add a new entry. And if you wanted to move this into a different group, you can do so just by left click, holding and dragging it and putting it wherever you want. I'm going to add a group called websites. You want to put that in here under internet. and put your websites in there, and you're good to go. Again, you can change icons, all kinds of cool stuff. And that is the end of this video on adding entries or passwords to your KeePass database. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day. This video will introduce you to a piece of software that is both a password manager and a web form filler. This program is called RoboForm. RoboForm is a super secure password manager and a huge time saver. It's a time saver because after you've added the information to your RoboForm profile, you are one click away from entering a username and password, or even an entire page of information like some survey sites require. First thing you do is head on over to www.roboform.com, and as you can see, it works with most any device or operating system as well as most any browser. Now it's free for up to 10 logins. Then you need to decide which package to go with. Let's check out their comparison page to help you decide which route you want to go whenever you want to go pro. Come on up here to How It Works, then come on over here on the left and click on Product Comparison. And here right up top, you've got the free version, and I would suggest, just to kick the tires, see how things work for you, check this one out first. Gives you a little bit of a write-up on the features that it has. Then you've got the desktop version and the everywhere version. Now the desktop version is $29.95 for the first computer and $9.95 for each additional computer. You can see here that it does not come with online storage or syncing, but this is a one-time cost. Whereas with the Everywhere version, and this is the one that I use, it's an annual subscription. The first year payment is $9.95, and I'll show you here in a second how you can get that for even less. Then for each additional year, it's $20. But with the Everywhere version, it covers you for multiple computers and mobile devices, and it keeps them all in perfect synchronization. I use it on my PC to create and store passwords to new sites that I visit, and at the same time, that information is securely synced with my mobile device that also has my Everywhere RoboForm installed. And that's just the beginning. You can also securely store notes and contacts. I use the Safe Notes feature to securely store information I need to log into my wireless routers, the combination to my wall safe, and of course the longitude and latitude of where I buried the treasure. Now, I've been using RoboForm for many years and loving it. You should give it a try. And if you love it as much as I do, then you're going to see that this awesome tool saves you way more than it costs when you go to the Pro version, whether it's the single license desktop or the subscription for the Everywhere version. Now, like I had said earlier, let's go ahead and save you some money first. How you do that is you go to your favorite search engine, do a search for RoboForm coupon, and in Google, it's the very top one in the paid advertising in the yellow box here. And at the time of this recording, the title says RoboForm 60% off code. Go ahead and click on that link, and you can see that it takes you to the roboform.com page. And right here, instead of it being $9.95 for the first year, it's $7.95. So we're saving you a couple of bucks. And before you spend the $20 next year, do another search on your favorite search engine for RoboForm renewal fee coupon or something to that effect, and see if there's any available coupons at that time. And then at this point, just click on the Buy RoboForm Everywhere, if that's the route you're going to go. Click on Add to Cart. Oh, and also you have this option too, RoboForm to Go. This is a one-off cost, just like the desktop version. This one is $31.95, and this kind of gives you the same flexibility as the Everywhere version does, only without the yearly expense. But obviously this does have the limitations of the mobile devices, because unless your mobile device has a USB port, then you're not going to be able to sync that information to your mobile device. But it does have the flexibility of being able to go with you and putting it into any computer throughout the world, just like it says here. So that might be an option you might want to check into. But at this point, you go to Add to Cart and make sure that the coupon discount has transferred over at this point. Then you go to Checkout, or if you want to check out any of these other options here, then just add those to the cart as well. Then once you've downloaded the installation file, it's a very straightforward installation process. And if you need any help, you've got screencasts here, you got screenshots, loads of tutorials. And if you still need help, you got their awesome support staff right here just waiting to answer your questions. That will bring us to the end of this video on an introduction to RoboForm. This video will show you the easy-to-follow steps to installing the powerful password manager and web form filler called RoboForm. First, you want to head on over to www.roboform.com. Then come on over here to the Downloads button. Click on that. Choose a package that you want to download. So if you're a Mac user, then you want to use this one. And I'm going to be demonstrating this using the RoboForm for Windows version 7.9.2. Just click on the download button. Navigate to the location where you want to download it to. Now I've already got it downloaded right here, so I don't have to go through the actual process of downloading it. It's not a big file, so it won't take very long. Once you do have it downloaded, you just double click on the file, or in my case I'm going to right click and then run as administrator. Now if during the process of installing you have any problems, then just go ahead and delete this, uninstall everything that you've already installed, go back to the website and download the program again. Chances are something happened during the download process that corrupted that file. Now this rarely happens, but just in case it does happen to you, now you know how to get it fixed. Now since I already have RoboForm installed, I'm going to go ahead and uninstall it real quick, just to kind of give you an idea on how simple that is as well. So you come on over to, I'm on Windows, so you come over to the Start button, and then go to Control Panel, and then you go to Uninstall a Program, and navigate to the RoboForm icon, which is right here. Click on that and go to Uninstall. Now if you want to totally clean it out of your system, then go ahead and make sure that box is ticked there, and click on OK. I'm not, so I'm just going through the demonstration here. So whenever I reinstall it, then all my passcards, identities, save notes, and everything else is going to be reinstalled in the new installation. And then click on OK. And this pops up telling me that RoboForm has been successfully uninstalled, and they just want to get a little bit of a survey or feedback as to why you uninstalled it. Not necessary in this case because I'm going to quickly reinstall it. But anyway, just to let you know, that is going to happen. So now then, let's go ahead and bring up that folder and right click, left click on Run as Administrator, or just double click on the icon, and then you get the Windows warning. Are you sure you want to install this? Click on Yes, choose your language, click on Next, and if I had Opera installed, then that box would not be grayed out. It would be tickable, but I'm going to go ahead and make sure that all these are ticked. Click on Next. Now, I'm not going to make the RoboForm start page my start page, but you can come back and do this later on. Click on Install. And this is just telling you that you've got these browsers open right now. You can just click on Install and it'll automatically close them, which I will, or go in and close them yourself and then come back and click on Install. Either way, you're ready to install. I have the Everywhere program. You can find out the differences between these two beyond what I just told you on the website by going to How It Works and then Product Comparison. But I'm going to go with the Everywhere version because this will work on my mobile devices, on as many different computers as I want, and it's just an awesome service. Now it asks for the master password, and you can click here for a virtual keyboard, or if you have the password on a text document and you want to avoid any potential keylogger type viruses that you might have on your computer, then just copy and paste. And if you have an existing Everywhere account, which I do, then fill in the blanks here, and this way it will automatically sync up with your Everywhere account. And all the passwords, safe notes, and bookmarks, and everything else that you have on your existing Everywhere account will automatically be synced up with this new installation. And this is what the RoboForm start page looks like. And this brings us to the end of the video on downloading, installing, and uninstalling the RoboForm Password Manager and Web Form Filler. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.